if you don't know, when you're playing through your footage, you need to check some things really fast. Shift L is your friend on your keyboard. That double speeds everything. So I want to jump around in a few places and just check.
Checking your button or not one use.
Now here, see, look, I see here there's some space. That's a pause. Is that a good pause? Not all pauses are bad, so how does this feel? Oh, to understand YouTube analytics. And I'm gonna show you the feels long to me, right? So I'm just gonna go in here and do a finer cut, Ctrl B in both places, grab both those, delete. Right, so no, to understand YouTube analytics. And I'm gonna show you. Ooh, nope. You see, I cut off my S. That doesn't work. So undo that. That cut's still okay, but this one, I need to give it a few more frames. So I just move it over the playhead, drag this cut over to where my playhead is now. Try that cut. Understand YouTube analytics. And I'm gonna show you the. And so that actually feels a little janky still. It feels a little fast. That cut, it's like a little harsh. The reason cuts feel harsh is one of two reasons, and oftentimes both. You either have an auditory signal that something's off in the flow, it doesn't flow well, and or a visual signal that something's off. The visual part is actually often what keys you into the idea that it's funky. So like if I were to put in a piece of B-roll here, I'm making my folders all weird here, but let's say I had this piece of B-roll, all right, and I want to drag just the video, and I put that over that cut. Now, to understand YouTube analytics. And I'm gonna show you the most, it gives you less of a signal that there was an awkward cut there. So like, you might pick up on the sound being different, but you don't know there was a cut there anymore because I covered it visually, so you might just miss it entirely. So right now, I'm just scrubbing through, I'm looking at my audio waveforms. I'm looking at these waveforms to see if there's any big pauses, right? But this is actually not the most important. That was just me naturally pausing, not the end of the world. I'm not like going, that's a bad thing. This is just me naturally pausing. So I'm just gonna scrub through. Here's one that might be. I'm gonna tell you how to fix your videos. As we're looking at the rest of these, too much. And note, whenever you have a s, oftentimes you can't really see it as well in the waveform. So I see, but look. The sound goes all the way in that far, and you can't really see it. So I'm just gonna make sure I leave my S so it doesn't sound weird. How to fix your videos. As we're looking at the rest of these, a little better. These metrics in your YouTube. Even those little tiny cuts can make a big difference in your videos. Usually, I clean these up pretty well in the rough cut, but in the rough cut, I'm just trying to move fast and get the narrative laid out.